Fight! Finish him! Liu Kang wins. Flawless victory. Fatality. Round 1. Fight!
And when it comes down to it, all it is you versus you. Your biggest enemy in this truth is none other than you. You know, that's why we have to constantly 1 Corinthians 13 and 5 ourselves. You know, we look at other people, sometimes you look at other, oh, that's my biggest enemy, that's my big. Esau ain't even our biggest enemy. It's always been us. If we don't lose the battle with this flesh, then Esau ain't even allowed to even come up against us. Now, that's not to diminish, Esau's evilness or his wickedness, but it's ultimately you versus you. Can you actually, look within yourself and stomach yourself? That wretched man. That's what it comes down to. Fighting that wretched man, and putting off that wretched man. Sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're going to lose. Demons know you better than you know yourself. The demons know what time you like to wake up, what time you like to go to sleep. Demons know everything about you. So it's imperative that you learn, yourself. Man, I can't, man, I've I had the best fast I'd ever had since I've been alive. And definitely, I wasn't fasting before I was in the truth. So since I've been in the truth and since I've been alive, period, I felt good. And Satan, I was becoming aware of some of the stuff Satan was doing to tempt me. Being tempted with food, I'm like, okay, yep, I know I'm about to be tempted with food at about this time. And I'm being tempted, and Satan is tempting me, and I'm like, I got that. Try something new. And sir, Satan tried something new, and I basically, Satan attacked me like he never attacked me before in this truth. You like to believe, you take one step forward. Sometimes you take one step forward, 2 steps backwards, 11 steps forward. Sometimes 3 steps backwards, sometimes 10 steps forward, and sometimes 10 steps backwards. This is ultimately that fight with yourself. I can't stress it enough. It is it's Esau is not stopping you from serving the Heavenly Father. Esau is not stopping you from going out on the highways and byways and prophesying. Esau isn't stopping you from loving your neighbor and loving your fellow brother. It's you, and you got to constantly look within yourself and just say, man, and it's hard. You got to be strong, for other brothers as well, on top of being strong for yourself. But that's why we got the body, we got this brotherhood to help us, when we all down, because we have times when we're down. We're not, all, super mighty men where we just never have a weak moment ever. Sometimes you get down. Sometimes you go through depressions. Sometimes you have issues in your household. This is 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith, prove your own selves. How do you examine yourself? Well, you got to look within yourself. Examine yourself. It's always easier to examine another brother. What another brother's doing wrong, what what they not doing. What when it comes to examining yourself, that's a lot harder because you have to look within that wretched man. Nobody likes to see that wretched man that they are. You know, Moses prayed. He says, "Show me not my wretchedness." And in order to examine yourself, you got to see and look upon your own wretchedness and take accountability. It hurts. It stings. That is, you know, and it's supposed to. Ultimately, it's supposed to make us this. You know, we're rehearsing the righteous acts. We're supposed to become better men when we actually, you know, wake up, you know, become born again. This is Romans chapter 7 and verse, I'll start with 21. I find Romans 7:21. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. For I delight in the law of God after the inward man, but I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? So he said, "This, oh wretched man that I am," and that's what we are. We wretched men. Our righteousness is as filthy rags. You know, it sucks. It sucks to, you know, to do bad, to do wicked. It sucks to, you know, have, you know, Satan to be able to say, "Hey man, you know, a brother was, you know, in need and you didn't even go over to help him." It sucks to know, to be able to live with yourself that you didn't put forth your full effort. You know, it sucks to, you know, that a brother needed, let's say, needed something or needed you to do something, and you didn't even give your full all. You didn't even walk 2 miles. You just walked just that mile and that's it. It sucks to know that, feel that, believe that, and think that. You know, it's and Esau didn't make you do that. You know, that's why we got to put off this old man. Esau, you know, helped, you know, to you know, brainwash us and subconsciously teach us a lot of his doctrines with his philosophies and his wines and stuff like that. But we have to, you know, be transformed with the renewing of our mind. And when you be transformed, you know better, you know. And it just man, it should just suck. You know, you play Mortal Kombat. You know, it was the red Liu Kang versus the blue Liu Kang, or in this instance, the brown Liu Kang versus the red Liu Kang. And they both know each other moves, and there is no real advantage. It just comes down to, you know, they both got the exact same skill level. It just comes down to discipline, man. And it ultimately, it makes you a better person, helps you to help others, you know, because it inspires other brothers. And it's inspiring to see a brother break a bad habit. It's inspiring to see a brother do something, you know, let's say he was started to become a vegetarian, or, you know, just ultimately just improve in any aspect. That's inspiring. And that's that brother who's actually fighting that battle within themselves, and you know, he just got a little bit of the upper hand. And that's what we do. We fighting to get this upper hand, you know. But man, it is not easy. Nobody said it's going to be easy. When you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, because you're going to be tempted like never before. You know, if you brothers, I don't have any children, I can't, you know, relate to brothers who do have children. So any wisdom I do give will be secondhand information, or just something, you know, just regular. But we got you know, all types of temptation that's gonna face us. Your kids, your wife, your baby mama, whatever, is gonna come and attack like never before. You know, but that's this war that we in. You know, on that note, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the elders, GMS well. Peace, salutations, and shalom.